Hey, how's it going, Simon? Hope you're doing well, bro. How's it going, Brent? Doing well. Got some goodies going on. I'm gonna have to put my old man glasses on so I can actually read what's going on here. Man, they're pretty dirty though. How's the audio, guys? Is it sounding all right? I noticed on the last live the audio was kind of laggy a little bit for some reason. I don't know why, but yeah, it seemed to lag out a little bit. Let's see if we can get this thing going here. There we go. Should be sounding pretty decent now. Perfect. The audio is good. Well, the video could be better if you're looking at a handsomer man, but it is what it is. Okay. So how's everybody been doing? I've been milking a little bit of an injury I got going on my wrist. Crazy enough. I don't know what the hell happened. It was literally I went to stand up and I put my hand on the chair to get up and I felt something pop on my wrist and I've been in agony for 2 days. Kind of sucks. I guess I'm just getting old. I was going to do a shooting video today, but I think I'm going to let the old wrist recuperate a little bit. I've been popping Motrins for the last couple of days, trying to get past the pain. But anyway, it is what it is. I think I pulled a tendon or something, but no big deal. I'll survive, I guess. Oh, what happened to all my comments here? There we go. Yeah, so it's kind of a rainy day here. I haven't been doing much shooting, just doing my thing, but I got a whole bunch of goodies from South Wales Cattys that I wanted to show you. I just got them in the mail just last week, and I haven't really had chance to really get into it all that much. But it was kind of cool. Came in a little Ariana Grande box. I kind of got a kick out of that. Yeah, got some weapons of mass destruction in here, and it comes in an Ariana Grande box. Ariana, or whatever her name is. Yeah. Got the cleaver for SimpleShot, eh? You know what? I haven't seen it yet. I've heard people talking about it a little bit, and it looks, well, from what I hear, it looks pretty cool. Somebody said it looks like a transformer or something, but I'll have to swing on over to SimpleShot and check it out. They've been coming out with some pretty cool looking designs recently. I got that one from Selgin. I can never freaking remember the name of it, but it's kind of got like a little pointy handle. I think I went through this with you guys last time. I don't know, for some reason it doesn't want to stick in my head, but it's really, really thin at the tips and it shoots like a dream. I absolutely love that thing. Really, really nice. Yeah, the stylus. I really don't know why I can't get that thing into my head, or the revolve stylus or something like that it's called. But yeah, maybe it's the revolve that's throwing me off. But the stylus is a really nice looking frame. I'm actually considered buying a clipped version of it to get some shooting with it done. And man, when I did that, recently did a review on I think it was 4 or 5 different slingshots that shoot really nice. I did some shooting in the backyard with them. The revolve was one of them, and man, it's kind of hard to put down now. I really like it. All right, so I did happen to get some goodies in the mail. Got to show you this here. So I was gonna kind of tilt you guys down and just to see it, but I think I'm just gonna pull each thing up one by one, and we'll have a look at it. So I got these little cards came in there from South Wales Cattys. Just gives you a brief idea of what they got in there. They actually might even be stickers. I'm not sure. I feel like they might be stickers, but it's kind of cool. It says pre-made bands and rolls. I'll read them off to you there. Bands and rolls, rolls of bands, band making kits, pouches. It's got the address on there. Ammos, targets, spinners, DIY catapult kits, tube sets, tubes by the meter, and catapults. So you got all kinds of good stuff. I got a bunch of these little cards here. Came inside the package. It's pretty cool. Did I miss anything there? Oops. Let's get that pop back up. Well, we're starting, Caddy Hunter. We're starting. Pacific Northwest tourney. Oh man, you guys are awesome. You guys got all these tournaments and stuff that you can go to, and man, here I'm kind of jealous, to be honest. All right, so I'll save that one till later. All right, so the first thing, whoops. So the first thing I got here, we'll show you, is the South Wales Cattys 0.55. I really love these bands. When I was testing these guys out of all the bands that I tested from there, I was absolutely in love with these bands, and they actually got a weird, kind of a cool color to them. I'll pull them out. It's like it's kind of like a green teal color, or aqua or something. I don't know. It's I don't know what you call it. And the elastic smells rubbery. It doesn't have that weird fishy smell that you get with some of those elastics out there. But I will tell you this: none of these elastics smell anywhere as good as TheraBand Gold. If there's any reason to buy TheraBand, it's how good it smells. So I also got some 0.6 of these South Wales Cattys. I really like these ones. These are also pretty good. Tested these out; they're really nice. I think what I would do though, shooting these with the 8mm steel, is I would drop it down to a 20 to 12 taper instead of my normal 22 to 12 that I like to shoot. But these bands also are fantastic. But if you're looking for a good all-round band, the 0.65, if you're shooting in between 8mm and 9.5mm, the 0.65 bands are fantastic. I know that Jordan sells quite a bit of these. They're really decent elastic, and they really well, they can pretty much handle everything. Really good stuff. All right, so that's pretty much it for the elastic. Let's see what else we got in here. All right, I got a giant bag of pouches, just a bunch of random sizes that are all inside there. At least I think they're random sizes. They all seem to be what do you call them? Oh no, we got a bunch of different sizes. So got these little guys, all microfiber. Some larger ones for some chunkier ammo. Bunch of these little fellas. Now I've tried these ones out. It's kind of neat. They seem to be laser cut because they're kind of burnt around the edges a little bit, or not burnt, but I guess melted. They seem to hold their shape much better too. I really like them. And these microfiber pouches, they're really nice and light. All kinds of colors and everything on here. And oh, cool! He even threw in a nice little flipper. It looks like a 60 or 50. That'll be fun to shoot. So I got all the pouches that I'll definitely need for quite some time in there. So that'll be pretty good. That'll keep me busy for a while. All right, I showed you that. And actually, hey, how you doing, Kevin? Yeah, you know what? I really like their bands. So I've got three different sizes that I enjoy shooting from there. The 5.5 is fantastic. The 0.65 is great for an all-rounder. If you're looking for something you can target shoot in the backyard or go hunting with, those will handle it. And we have also got the 0.6, which is a pretty nice band too. And all I have to do is just trim my taper down a little bit to shoot my 8mm steel, and I'm in business. All three great bands, and I have reviews on all of them. So if you want, you can check out. You can go ahead and check out the. I'll put a link, I guess, in the description when all this is done of the videos that I've done of these. Actually, I don't think I did this one, but I think it was only in private. It was in the initial testing phase. So basically, what I'll do is I'll put the links to those in the video, and I'll also put the link to with South Wales Cattys website, so you can check them out. So I got a few frames now. For the longest time, I've been watching some guys shooting those gypsy slings, and I just needed to get one. And I talked to Jordan, and he sent me this little beauty right here. It's quite narrow, and the tubing on there is probably a little bit too heavy. I want to see if I can pull this back or not. Oh no, it's gonna hurt. Okay, so basically what I'll do is I'll probably change this up and just attach a lighter band to it a little bit longer, and I'll end up shooting this guy with long draw, considering how narrow the forks are. But look at that, it looks pretty damn cool. I love how they build these things. They're just great looking frames all the way around. Looks like they've got it wrapped around with some nice leather there, and then they got the paracord kind of popped through there and attached. I don't know how they attach it all together, but and it looks like it's got a golf handle on there, which is pretty cool. Yeah, it should be fun to shoot this guy. We'll get some long draw shooting on this guy. Oh man, got some long draw shooting on this guy, and we'll see how it goes. So that's one, and that's pretty damn nice. So the second one we got going on here, this is an HH, so a heavy hitter, and I believe this was designed by Matt Redding. This one is it's wide, so it was kind of cool actually. Jordan wrote all the specs on there and everything I need to know. So I'll pull it out, show you the frame, and then we'll chat about the dimensions. So this is the heavy hitter. Oh man, good luck, man. Have fun rolling. Oh, where'd you go? Come back here. Oh. There we go. All right. So this is the heavy hitter, and this one has a 100mm wide tips. It's 155 millimeter long, and it's got 25 clip tips on a I guess it's a plastic frame or polycarbonate type things. But this should be pretty fun to shoot. It's a little bit on the wide side for me, or quite a bit on the wide side for me, but we'll figure it out. If I can't shoot it short draw, we'll just shoot it long draw. Should be nice. I really like how they got this set up, and it looks like it's got some quality screws in there too. So a nice metal clips adds a little bit of weight to the tip, so you don't have any recoil. So we'll have to take a look at that one. Let's get this one put away. All right, here we got the Spitfire, and it's an 85mm fork, but that's all the information we got on this one. But have a look. Another nice looking frame, and we've got some clip tips on there, and I believe if this guy was 25mm, let's see what this guy is. Yeah, so you can see the fork tips are exactly the same. So this guy's coming in at 85mm wide, but with 25mm fork tips, and the overall length, what was this one, 135 long? Oh, this one was 155, so it's about probably about 135 length for the Spitfire. Another nice looking little frame. Should be fun to shoot. All right, now we got this guy. It's a mini Stanley. This is going to be pretty interesting, I think. All right, so I'm assuming we'd have to set this little guy up with some tubes. Oh, what did I miss here? Oh, why does it keep doing that? There we go. I have a fork. Okay, Kevin says I have a fork shooter Spitfire. Love it. Just about the most accurate for me. Oh, really? Really that nice, eh? That's pretty cool. All right, so this is the other one. This is the mini Stanley. The tiny little fella. I don't know how it's gonna go. I will actually do some shooting with this thing. We'll probably have a little bit of fun with this on the live, and we'll shoot it. It's very, I guess you can consider this a pickle fork. We'll have to get some tubes on there and do some long draw with it, I think, and see how it goes. But looks like it could be pretty fun. This is a little tiny guy. So that's a mini Stanley. It's got a 45 millimeter width fork and 105 overall length. Yeah, I gotta get one from. I gotta get one from Todd. I love his. I love his frames. I've been seeing them for a while, and he has one. I think it's called the Bumblebee or the something like that. Maybe it's a Bumblebee or I don't know. I can't really remember the name of it, but it looks like it's right in my wheelhouse, right around that 90 millimeter fork width, which is pretty sweet. All right. Whoops, I just tore this bag here, but the next one up is actually an HMH. This is another one with another clipped poly frame, which should be pretty nice. Very durable. It's going to handle it. It's got the little metal clips up in the front. Yeah, the Bumblebee Chalice. That's it. Got to get my hands on one of those. I'm going to hit him up eventually pretty soon and get one of those in. He's an awesome dude, too. It's great to support a guy like that. So this guy is 90 millimeters wide, 130 overall length, and it's got a the HMH 90 is also another one that's kind of built off of the HH, and it looks like the Spitfire is something very very similar to the same size style, all coming off of the original Stanley with that handle shape, and I really do like those handle shapes. That locking your finger in a little bit tighter really, it just holds well. Same thing with the Cygnus and the. Hey, how's it going? Chuck of Steel. What's up, brother? So that's the HMH 90. And I think we got the last one here. Yeah, this is another HH Mini. I'll show you this guy. It's 70 millimeters wide with 110 length and 18 millimeter tips. So let's pull her out and have a look. Look at the size of that little fella. It's tiny. It's real tiny. But it'll shoot some real sweet it'll be a good pocketable sweet band. Omega Slings will be carrying South Wales Cattys band soon. Oh wow, that's awesome. Really close and shipping. We'll see how all that works out, but man, it's going to be pretty cool. So here's a question for you guys over at Omega Slings then. Which bands and elastic you guys are going to be carrying? You gonna have a whole bunch of stuff, or what's the deal? You know, I was actually really happy that that Jordan contacted me and asked me to help him out testing out the bands, because I was BSB Sniper Sling South Wales Cattys so far. Wow, that's awesome. You really can't go wrong with those three bands. All three of them are great. Yeah, I was also I was really happy that that Jordan had asked me to do some of the initial testing for him. But we basically sent me a whole bunch of samples of everything from I guess it was 0.5, maybe 0.45. I can't remember now, but it was all the way up to 90 millimeter, 90.9 millimeter, which was some pretty heavy bands. I did a little bit of shooting with the 0.5 was good, but he gave me two different 0.5s. One of them was yellow and one of them was blue. I actually preferred the blue better, but for some reason it was getting these little Swiss cheese holes in it all over the place. So I think he passed on those ones and went with another brand or another design, and they turned out to be quite good. The yellow ones were a little bit heavier on the draw, but their speed was off the charts, and they shot. They lasted. It wasn't like the other ones that I tested that were pretty junk. Well, they were good performing bands, but the life of them was terrible. So Then we got, I guess I ended up testing the .55, which is probably my favorite band from them, from Jordan. It's just awesome stuff. Then we did some testing on some, all the way up to .75 is where I'm at now. And I have, I think it's .8 or .85, and I have .9. I've got them set up to shoot on some frames already, ready to go. But they're so heavy, man. Like, oh my god, I don't know how many people shoot those things all the time, like on a regular basis. They're chucking .85, .9 bands, because a lot of those bands that are getting the real max speeds out there, the draws on them are incredibly heavy. I can't imagine shooting really accurate with those at all. But believe it or not, the .75 bands, if I'm going to be shooting 9.5 millimeter steel and I want to do some hunting or just do some major destruction, I would use those bands in a heartbeat. The draws are just beautiful. Yeah, Wade Martin uses some heavy bands, but that dude's built like a brick shithouse. He can pull on those things all he wants all day long, but not me. Hey, Mikey, what's going on, bro? Come back here. We were working very hard to get our own brand. We were trying to do American-made latex if we can. Oh, wow, that would be pretty cool. That'd be very cool. Hey, so when's that website going to be up and running? I'll have to make a purchase and get some publicity going for you guys. Well, here's the thing. In my opinion, if you're going to be hunting, and it doesn't matter with what tool you're using, whether it's a slingshot, a bow, or a gun, shot placement is key all the time. Now, the good thing about that 11 mil steel is that if you end up shooting a little bit low, and let's say you miss the head and you hit the neck, well, it's toast. Let's say you're aiming for the neck and you hit the body, well, it's toast. That's the good thing about 11 mil steel. Um, for me personally, if I was going to be shooting or hunting with anything, especially if it's like smaller birds and I'm aiming for headshots, I would use my 8 mil steel, maybe 9.5. The 11 mil steel, I have a little bit problems getting really really accurate with it, and shooting. My release isn't all that nice with the 11 mil steel, but with the 8 mil steel and the 9.5 mil steel, I'll be passing it right through a pigeon's head, so that's not an issue. With the speed I'm able to get with my bands and what I would use on a hunting setup. But if you're not able to drop a shot exactly where you want it, and you're shooting with heavier ammo like 11 mil steel, why not? Go for it. It's hard to argue with Wayne. He knows his shit, that guy. Cool, man. I can't wait to see that site. I've been saving my pennies. Get a website successor. It's up. Let's see. Yeah, I think. Hold on a second. Caddy Hunter says, when hunting with caddy, I like to hunt with 10 millimeter lead. I think definitely if you're able to shoot lead around, or if you have lead ammo, I think it's better. You end up transferring more energy into your prey with that than you do with steel. So it's definitely the way to go. I think if I was going to go do some hunting, I'd like to use lead as well, but I would definitely like something a little bit on the smaller side, something like around 9 millimeter. It should be much much heavier than the 8 millimeter, but still feel the same and keep my accuracy on point. Uh, I know there's a Eddie says, I know there's a lot of personal preference, but if you have the accuracy and you can handle the draw weight, I don't see why not go with the heavier ammo. Agreed, 100%, 100%. If you're able to put If I was able to shoot the 11 mil steel as good as I could shoot 9.5 mil steel, then I would shoot 11 mil steel all the time, 100%. It only makes makes it a more ethical kill if you could shoot with that heavier ammo. No, it's kind of the same thing even with a bow. You know, like a lot of people can hit a target at 60 meters away, and that's fine. But I mean, if you're shooting a silhouette at 60 meters away, when you're actually out shooting at a deer, for example, and your target size is this big, and you're only 30% in that range, it's kind of a stupid shot to take, or an unethical shot to take, if you're just going to make that animal suffer, and you have to track it down for a couple of hours while it's running holes in it. Kind of sucks. But you know, maybe in that case, you'd want to, you know, climb up or creep up a little closer and shoot it from 40 yards instead of 60. You know, and same thing goes with the slingshots. I mean, if you're able to hold a 70-pound bow back and take the shot and thread the needle with it on a regular basis, then by all means go for it. I gotta tell you, I'm not really a tube shooter, but I'm kind of excited to see how these things are going to work out. I think it's going to be okay. It's going to be pretty nice. The one thing I have to say about tubes is they seem to last forever, although they are a little bit on the slower side. But it could be pretty fun to shoot this guy. It's definitely a pretty cool frame to add to my collection. Yep, should be pretty fun. All right, Kevin says, I shoot and eat a lot of squirrels and rabbits. I shoot 9.5 steel. It does well. Now I take headshots. So if I missed, or put them to sleep. Yeah, that's pretty much it, eh? Yeah. Yeah. Mikey says the target smack of big ammo gets really addictive. I was doing a can cutting challenge, and I was originally going to shoot the 11 mil steel, but I ended up having a couple of misses, and I was getting pissed off. But I ended up dropping it down to 9.5. But when I was shooting, the can and warming up with the 11 mil steel, I ended up cutting a can in 3 shots. It was crazy. It was just like pow, and just giant holes. I just loved it. It's so much fun. I've got some 11 mil steel in the basement, and I was planning on doing a video about tapers for heavier ammo, and going through and testing them out with with 3 different tapers and 3 different sizes of elastic, and see which ones we can get the best speeds out of. I have taken prairie dogs out to 75 or 80 yards before. Holy cow! What kind of steel you shooting? Like 1/2 inch? I've been going lighter. Kevin says I've been going lighter and lighter on bands. That 9.5 reacts real. Whoop, come back here. Real well with all bands and tapers for me. Yeah. Once you start getting used to it and you're setting it up and everything feels good, you're handling stuff no problem. Oh, so Chuck and Steel hunting those prairie dogs at crazy long distance with 9.5 mil steel is that long draw. You get that extra speed you need for sure. I guess. Can imagine the crack. Now, for me, if I was going to be shooting at anything longer than say 30 yards, with like a 9.5 millimeter steel, I probably wouldn't even go that far with that. In that 25 yard range, I'm pretty comfortable. But beyond that, I don't know. I'd just be shooting and praying for the best. Come back here. It pops and decaps them even straight through. Yeah, I don't know. I think there's a lot of people that are saying that 9.5 is too small for hunting. I don't know. I've done some tests, some band tests, like with Sniper Sling .7, and at 20 yards, I was ripping it through both sides of a soup can. If that's the case, then I don't see how that wouldn't stop a squirrel or a rabbit. Too much drop in the energy loss with steel at higher distance, wounding than. Oh yeah. Yeah, I did. I saw that video too. He has a video where he's doing some a little bit of hunting or basically pursuing these these prairie dogs or groundhogs or whatever they were at really long distances, and you see him popping them, and it was like game over right away. Yeah, yeah, that was a crazy video Chuck and Steel did. Yeah, it'll be fun. As soon as I can get my wrist back in action, right now I'm having a hard time pulling back 8 mil steel. So having getting out and shooting anything like 11 mil steel or 9.5 mil steel with heavier bands is just not going to happen. I could just see. Hold on. Let's bring that back. Oh, come on. Okay, so Mikey says if I killed a fox with a slingshot, I'd wear that pelt with some serious pride. No joke. I would love to see Slingshot Tony come in with a big raccoon, with either a raccoon or a fox hat on, long tail hanging down in the back. That would be absolutely awesome. Oh man, that would be funny. So is it raining down by you guys, or how's everything going? I don't know if our Canadian forest fire mess is still screwing up the United States or not, but yeah. Yeah, so I got some shishu that I got in the mail not too long ago. It's some .85, um, .85 and .65. I want to do reviews on both of them. They seem to feel pretty good. Hey, you know what? I got a question for you. When you guys cut your bands, do you guys let's say your roll comes down this way? Okay, do you, and this is for the short draw guys, but do you cut the elastic from this way, or do you pull out a strip and then cut it to the length you need and you cut your elastic that way? Now, if you've done both, have you noticed a difference in longevity at all? I think I'm going to be doing a video on this pretty soon, because there's some elastic when it breaks, it kind of breaks going up the line. It kind of snaps off, and sometimes it just cuts straight right across the pouch. So I'm kind of curious if there's actually a grain to these. Somebody brought this up in a video. It might have been in a live somewhere, and I kind of want to test that out now to see if the grain makes a difference in either direction. Bobby, how you doing, buddy? Cloudy here in Montana, but nice out otherwise. Yeah, it was raining all this morning, and now it's feeling pretty good outside. Well, it's still kind of misting a little bit, but not so bad. Makes sense because pushed out. Yeah, I know. I know. I've been wondering because I started cutting some elastic that I was going this way just because I shoot short draw and it was actually lasting. Shooting pretty nice. But then a couple of elastics that I recently tried from GZK, they ended up snapping quite often, and I was kind of like, man, I don't understand what the deal is. These bands are, the performance is nice, the draw is beautiful, everything about it is nice, but they don't seem to last. They kept on snapping. So now I want to try to test one the long way and one the short way. I'll cut them both off at 100 what is it, 115 centimeters or whatever it is, and see if it makes any difference. Yeah, actually, it might have been you, Kevin, who had mentioned it to me. I think it was in the last live, but I don't really know how to go about it for the video. I think I might do a test where I'll cut some bands, take my shots, see how it goes until the bands fail, and then I'll cut another strip the opposite way, going up the roll instead of across the roll, and we'll see if it makes any difference. Um, I don't know how it ended up. I don't know how I'd end up calculating all that. I mean, there's so many different variables that can cause breakage, but I don't know. It might be fun to test out and see. Maybe if there's something like that, I can just do it for a while and see if it comes up to makes any difference at all in the elastic. Got here. Can I show you my favorite homemade slingshot that I made myself? I can, but not right now. I've got it somewhere inside the house, and it'd take me a while to find it. I don't know where it is, but maybe I'll do that. I'll do that in the next live. I'll bring out all the slingshots that I've made myself, and we can talk about them a little bit. I shoot iguanas with 9.5 millimeter and 11 steel. Not much difference. Dead is dead, but I'm talking 15 to 20 yards max because I can't hit anything past that. Where are you living? Where you're finding all these iguanas? Are you out in Florida or something? But if you're going beyond 20 yards, 8 millimeter, 9.5, that's plenty. Here in Finland last week, plus 29 and continues. Too hot to do anything. I know, brother K. How you doing, bro? Over here too. We've already had a couple of days that we were at the plus 32 outside, and with the humid X, we were looking at close to plus 40 degrees. Just crazy here where I live. We've got winter time where we get 40-degree weather, minus 40 minus 40 degrees Celsius, and then summertime it gets the other way with the humidity for about 2 weeks or a week or 2 weeks usually, and we just suffer here. And the bugs are just ridiculous. I don't know if all you guys follow me on Facebook, but I posted a couple of pictures of a wild camping trip I did this spring, and the black flies were just horrendous. It's hard to explain how bad they were. I basically um, looked down on my jeans, and I had so many black flies on there. It looked like I was wearing it looked like I got sprayed with like black paint or something, but the paint was moving. It was just crazy. They were everywhere. I cut mine to length as going the other way, as they are all short for me. Even short draw, it's too short to go across the roll for me. Oh wow! I'm pretty sure Godzilla came for that. I think he's living there right now. I used to actually have a pet iguana. Um, it was a female I had though, but she was super sweet with me. She used to curl up. She used to rub her neck or her face on my neck. I used to hang out with her on the deck in the sun. We'd just chill, take her for walks. I used to hang her on my towel in the shower when I went for a shower, and she was super cool. Anybody else though? It was on like Donkey Kong. She was hissing, biting, tail whipping, the whole deal. She wanted nothing to do with anybody else but me. I actually named her after Maurice Richard. He was a hockey player. He just passed away when I got her, and I named her Rocket after him. It's pretty cool. Randy stopped and say hello on my lunch. Break, gentlemen. How you doing, bro? Hope you're enjoying your day at work. Caddy hunter. I've just made my brother's son a caddy. That's awesome, dude. That's awesome. Has he ever shot one before? I saw one video where cut-to-length bands were slightly faster than bands cut the other way. That might be interesting too. Man, all these ideas coming to me. Might be interesting to see if there's a speed difference in the two, going back and forth, make them exactly the same. Just one cut this way, one cut that way, and see which if there's any difference in speed. Just makes me wonder if all the processing is the same when they make these elastics. If the elastics they're all rolled out this way, for example, rolled through a roller this way, and then cut on a slitter to get their 6-inch rolls, or which way it gets done. I don't know. Might be interesting to see how that works. You ever eat the iguanas? All right, bro. Take it easy. Caddy Hunter, hope to see you back later. I had a friend of mine that used to tell me they called it chicken of the trees. Apparently it's supposed to be pretty tasty. I gotta tell you, I really like the look of the Spitfire. There's something about that toxic green color that I really like. I don't know why, what it is that it gets me all excited, but I really like them. Hey, Manny, how's it going, man? Thanks for stopping in. I may just do a quick recap of the goodies that I got from South Wales Cattys in a little bit, just so for those of you guys who are just joining in, hasn't seen it, I'll go through it all again. If you're interested, just let me know. Or you can head on back after this and just watch the beginning of this vid, and you'll see all the stuff that I picked up. I really like the look of that Spitfire. Should be fun. We had to shoot on one leg for our challenge this week, way harder than you would think. Wow, man. I would like to give that a try. All right, brother Kate, if you'd like to see what we got going on here, I'll definitely check it out. I already had Spitfire coined and marketed. Uh-oh. Well, there's a Spitfire. That's from South Wales Cattys. I got this little gypsy sling. First one I've ever owned. Should be fun to get some shooting done, but like I said earlier, I'll probably have to change these bands out. The fork width is really, really narrow. You can see I got a 60 millimeter. Yeah, I think it's like 74, 75 or something like that. It'll be a little tough, but we'll have to get this lengthened up, and I'll shoot it long draw instead of short draw. I got this. All right, take care, Kevin. Good seeing you, bro. I got this mini HH. So it's a 70 millimeter fork tips. It's got some texturing on the backside. Band grooves. Could be fun to shoot. And the tips on it are 18 millimeters. We also got this guy, which is a HH, 100 millimeters wide. Yeah, I don't know who made it, but the gypsy sling is pretty cool. It's got the nice forks. You can see it's it's wrapped in leather and it's got some paracord running up the side. So I don't know exactly how they do that, if they glue it all in or what. But the handle is actually a golf grip, and it really feels nice. Like this thing locks into your hands like no one's business. I can't wait to get some shots through this thing. All right, I got a little mini Stanley. So this thing's gonna shoot like a little pickle fork, I think. It's really, really narrow too. It's like a 45 millimeter fork tip. So this will be fun. This one will end up having to be another long draw little guy. But we'll see how it goes. And then we got this guy. This is the HMH 90. It's 90 millimeters wide, 130 millimeters long, and it comes with these, and all of these, the Spitfire, the HH, the HMH, all of them came with these nice little metal clips. So it's kind of nice to have a poly frame that's actually got some heavier, chunky clips up on the tip that we don't have to worry about always doing the wrap and tuck and everything. So I mean, if you like wrap and tuck, it's no big deal. I have too many new toys, bro. Also picked up some elastic. We got the 6.5 from South Wales. We got the 5.5 from South Wales. This is probably my favorite elastic from them. I love this stuff. And I got some 0.6 from South Wales Cattys. All really nice. And Jordan ended up sending me a whole bunch of the whole assortment of different pouches and a nice target. And these microfiber targets, they're really hard to kill. But the thing I like about this one is that center bit, it's like blaze orange. It's really, really bright. I know on some of them they use like just the red color, and you can see them pretty nice, but from a long distance they kind of darken up. This thing's going to be glowing in my eyeball, so it's going to be put a nice contrast to my fork tip. I'm going to like that. All right, let's see what I missed here. Kevin, you're a good man. So JB says, I took a trip to Belize when I was a kid, then sold them in the markets alive for life. Oh, wow. Yeah, I bet. I would like a split fire with tubes. That would be pretty cool. Are you a tube shooter mostly, Bobby? Yeah, live food never spoils. And when it's all over the place, and like those iguanas seem to be, it's a good time for sure. I was amazed at actually how strong those things are. When you're trying to hold on to one that's freaking out, man, they've got some power in them. It's unbelievable. Sitting there squirming and shaking and hissing, and man, they're little balls of fury. And the comments pop up real quick and they disappear real fast. I don't know why they just don't stay there like I was hoping they would. Yes, sir. They seem to last forever. Tubes have really changed the way I shoot. Yeah, you know, I remember when I was a kid, I had one of those wrist rockets that I shot from time to time, and we used to have these war games with paintballs with them, and we did that for a little while. Then we just started shooting each other with pellet guns. But the paintballs, the tubes just seemed to last forever. Like I think I've probably shot thousands of shots with just the tubes, and they just never died really. As long as you didn't leave them out in the sun to cook, they were fine. And I can imagine that was from way back then. So I'd imagine the tubes that they're making nowadays would probably be quite a bit better. Quite a bit better. They're definitely quicker. The only thing I found is we used to have this place called Canadian Tire. We used to get these tubes from Canadian Tire, but the tube itself was actually tapered. So it was actually fatter where it went over the forks, and it was skinnier where it attached to the pouch. It would be nice actually to get my hands on some of those things, because I found they kind of worked like man, I might even have one somewhere. Do some experimenting with it, but it might even be worth testing that out and see if there's any difference between the tapered tubes versus regular tubes. Has anybody seen those on the market at all? I'll see if I can. I'll see if I can find those tubes. I might have an old one sitting in my drawer somewhere from God knows how long ago. Oh, we'll get over 300 shots from one set. Yeah, I bet. I think Barnett sells some. I can't even remember the brand that we got, but I don't know where you'd find those to buy them. Like just the sections over and over and over again, instead of like making like you make like a loop tube that kind of attaches just to the it's a single loop tube instead of having them both go end to end. Those are catapults. What have I missed? Oh, we just did a quick tour through my haul from South Wales Cattys. It came in this cool Ariana Grande box, so it's pretty neat. Yeah, I should throw away the last year already used band sets. Yeah, I've got. I found myself. I've got a whole bunch of slingshots downstairs, all wrapped up, ready to go. That I never ended up shooting. And anyway, I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to get those things, stripped and rebanded. Hello, everybody. Stacy. Was that Stacy? Hold on. Come back here. There we are. Hey, how you doing, man? Ah, you're not too late. You're never too late. Yeah, I should have announced this. Should have announced this again. I was just sitting at home alone. Me and Benny were just chilling out here on the deck, just kind of relaxing. I'm like, I'm gonna go live and show them what I got from South Wales Cattys, even though I can't shoot right now. But we'll see. Hopefully, in a couple of days, I'll be able to get back out. I was really enjoying shooting that. The hell was it called again? I know. I think I was shooting into my last live, but I was doing some real good shooting with that thing on that 30 mil flipper back there. I was pretty much tagging it at will. But the Axiom is one of them, and the other one's a Maxim or something like that. Maxim something. Anyway, it's a really nice, fun frame to shoot. I was having a blast with that thing. And then anyway, it was actually on the same day I did the live. The next morning, I got up and did some shooting on it, and I went to go to get up, and something popped in my wrist, and man, it's been terrible. I've been popping pills with it and everything, trying to get the pain to go away, but it's just not going nowhere. I literally shot my one leg shoot with a PFX. That band, the bands were 2 years old. They shot fine. So correctly, they're fine. Yeah, I guess if you keep them out of the light and put them into a Ziploc bag so the air doesn't get to them, they should be okay. But I don't do that. I just take them, chuck them onto my table, and pull them back out when I want to shoot them again. Steel for the finish. Yeah, I think. So who was all there at that tournament? I know I had heard that Tim came in first, and I'm guessing Chuck Seal came in second if he got you by 1 point. Did what's his name? Man, my brain is not working today at all. This is bad. Pocket Predator guy. Help me out here, guys. I'm a mess. Kevin Dudley was third. Does anybody have any? Bill Hayes. Was Bill there? Bill was ninth. Oh, wow. There was a few years where that guy went on a tear and he just destroyed everybody. Everybody that showed up. I think he was like, I think he won first like 4 or 5 years in a row, didn't he? It should go away soon. It's nothing. There's nothing really serious. It's just I don't know what the hell it was. Something stupid, but it's whenever I try to move my wrist like this, it really causes an issue especially if I put any load on my hand. It's not good. And whenever I move it around a little bit too much, it starts to hurt and gets inflamed. So I pop a couple of Motrin or Advil, and it kind of goes away for a little while. This was the first year that anyone ever broke 200. I had 205 and Tim was 206. Oh, wow. That's crazy. So you guys are tearing it up. All the big guns showed up to this one, I guess, eh? It's actually been pretty cool to watch watching Tim progress. He's, man, taking huge steps. He's a real legit shooter, man. And Chuck and Steele. Everybody knows Chuck and Steele. Yeah, I really hope one of these days I'll be able to get down there and do it. It's just complicated. Everything here is complicated now. There was at one point where I don't know what the rules are, but they weren't allowing people to go into the U.S. From Canada if they didn't have their boosters or whatnot, or if Canada wasn't letting them out. I don't know what the hell the deal was, but I was like, nope, I'm not going anywhere because I'm not getting any more of that shit. No more, no more for this guy. I was surprised how everyone placed like Fowler. Was Fowler there? All of your shooters are skyrocketed. Yeah, actually, you can see a lot of guys that are out there now. You see a lot of guys out there now. They're shooting. They're doing. There's a lot of people. Spot the sport seems to be growing a little bit, and there's a lot of guys coming out of the woodworks that are just slingshot Jedi's. It seems. I'm letting my geek out there a little bit, but who cares? There's a lot of guys out there just tearing it up. Really good shooters coming up from everywhere. I'm loving it. I'm actually hoping pretty soon. I'm supposed to go do a workshop at this trailer park, and we're going to be able to get these a whole bunch of kids out shooting. So I'm going to bring a whole bunch of my frames that I got from Jordan Smothers. I've got the Rougarou designed by Chuck and Steele and the Wendigo, and a few other slingshots that I'm going to want to bring up there, show the kids, and just take some shots of some cans out in the field somewhere, and maybe I'll do a raffle or something and see if we can get some slingshots into some kids' hands. It might be pretty cool and fun, and hopefully help grow the sport. I think it'll be fun if we can get them all out to. I've got a big bag of clays anyway, so I'm hoping we can, not damage the environment too much in the field, and just get some shooting and see what the deal is. But they're gonna have a really good time, I think. There's something really satisfying about hitting a can and hearing it pop, especially for little kids. They love that stuff. And anyway, we'll see how it goes. Usually that park has a whole bunch of kids in it. Like there's probably like 30 or 40 of them running around there at any time. So it might be fun. And then maybe one day we could actually do a tournament out there. And I don't know. I'm just talking. I'm hoping we can I can get that thing going. But we still have to pass it through the they have a committee or whatever it is to see if they want to get into it. I should be icing that wrist. I really should be. Oh, Bill was sixth. Oh, nice. It's actually kind of exciting to see how the sport's kind of picking up. There's I don't know how it's spreading. I guess with all these tournaments going on, and people are bringing their families and friends and whatnot. They're talking about having these great amazing times. I think a lot more people are starting to go, and they're getting their practice in, doing their thing, and that's it, man. It's great. It's real great, actually. It should be pretty cool to see if we can get some kids out shooting, and then hopefully start growing the sport here in Canada, so we can start doing some tournaments here and there and seeing what kind of deal we can have going. It would be a lot of fun if we could actually do that here, but in my province, it would be very complicated. There would be everything would have to be in French, and you cause all kinds of issues with language laws and stupidity. Anyway, maybe I can get it going in Ontario. That might be fun. Yeah. Yeah, the tournament in Italy, eh? I think what's his name? Oh man, I'm a mess. You know, he makes slingshots. Someone help me out here. I'm tired. Yeah. Yeah, John Jeffries. John Jeffries is on his way out there. Yeah. John Jeffries is on his way out there. He posted he's going to the tournament, and hopefully he can get on down there, kick some ass, take some names, and bring that tournament back to the UK. Bring the gold back to the UK. I don't know if you know if Nathan Masters or any of those guys are going down. Any American shooters? No, I haven't tried it. Oh, hold on a second. I should probably read that so everyone knows what I'm answering here. I tried the new Sniper Sling S Biswan in G10. No, I haven't tried it yet. I really, really like everything that's coming out of Sniper Sling nowadays, man. I don't know. I don't know what to say, but he's bringing out these frames that are freaking awesome. And I don't know. I've heard some people complain that they're a little bit on the expensive side, and yeah, sometimes it can be a little bit expensive, but the quality they're getting is sick. The Biswan is like which one does it look like? Chuck and Seal? Is it like the Kodiak or the Wendigo? One of those, or a Spitfire? Maybe. I really don't know what it looks like. I'd have to go check it out. Chris is there. Oh, cool. Chris from Catapult Carnage. I like the Wendigo. Oh man, I'm gonna have to go check it out. I want to get a Wendigo, but that's going to be the first frame I get from Omega Slings. I gotta get me one of those. I know a while back I was talking with Mikey about it, but I gotta wait until I get some cash. We'll get it going. But I need to get a clip Wendigo because I absolutely love that frame. I did when I did that little video of the Wendigo for Jordan Smothers. I was letting people know where to get them from and all that stuff. I did some sick shooting with that frame. It just fits right, shoots nice. It's a fantastic design. Wendigo for the win. Even though the Wendigo and the Rougarou are very similar, I actually prefer the upswept handle than the going down handle. Good stuff. Although both of them shot pretty nice. Oh wow! So we got a few guys. We got a few guys out there, right? Checking it out. That's pretty damn cool. If they got a few guys down there, I'm hoping someone kind of brings it back. I would imagine there's going to be a bunch of Chinese shooters there shooting too, and man, those guys really bring the thunder. There's a lot of good shooters down there, man. Makes me wonder sometimes, like really, if it's like some weird superhero shit they got in the water down there or whatever. But the Chinese shooters are pretty damn good. I'm hoping that we can match that level at some point. Cool. He's making Cygnuses now too. That's freaking awesome, man. Is he making them clipped, or are they just like wrap and tuck versions of them? Although there's no big deal with that either. They shoot nice. I quite like that frame though. That Cygnus is a sweet frame. Shoots great, feels great. Actually, all my frames I've got from they've got from Prime Fork have been really damn good. Really, really damn good frames. Atlantic Woodsman, how you doing, bro? I'm surviving. Nursing a little bit of an injury on my wrist there, but not so bad overall. Just hanging out here on the deck with my dog, having a good time chatting with you guys. My card on wrapping. Whoa, come back here. Not sure if he made it or not. To my card on wrapping tuck. The Chinese do, but they practice one thing, and each person does a different shoot. Whoop, come back. So each person has their, yeah, I guess, eh? Yeah, no bugs today, bro. No bugs today. It's cold outside. I'm wearing a sweater. We had rain all morning, so yep, just kind of trying to chill, enjoy myself. Got my son's birthday was on the 6th, but we had some family in for his birthday last week, and now we're gonna be he took my wife took him to go do some surfing and everything like that with a couple of his buddies. So he's doing some indoor surfing today for his birthday. It's gonna be some fun. He's gonna have a good time. And then we got Father's Day on the weekend, so it's another busy weekend coming up. But I'm looking forward to that. We're doing like a taco bar. It's gonna be insane. Yeah, I'm gonna be fatter for sure at the end of that meal. Yeah, it's gonna be fantastic. I love tacos. Yeah, I'll definitely take a picture of the spread when we get it going. Hey, Twisted Zodiac, how you doing, bro? Yeah, yeah. So you know me, Atlantic Woodsman. I can't stay away from the bugs for too long. It's either the bugs or the cold. You know how I roll. So I think what I'm going to be doing is probably in July, sometime around the end of July. I think I'm going to be planning a another camping trip. It's not going to be one of those crazy canoe camping things. I'm just definitely not in shape for that yet this year. I got too lazy over the winter, and anyway, I got out of shape. So I'm working on my shape, trying to get back into some shape, doing some exercise and lifting some kettlebells and watching what I'm eating. And I'm going to try to hit probably a park somewhere, but I'm going to bring the canoe up and we're going to explore some islands and some fishing spots. I've got it all kind of marked out where I want to go and check out. And we'll do some fishing in there and see what we can dig up. I'm hoping to do catch some walleye and do a little catch and cook. I've got this amazing bacon wrapped walleye nugget recipe that I want to show you guys. I think you'll like it. That with a good old Canadian style shore lunch with some potatoes and onions. Gonna be delicious. 110 down in South Texas. Woo! I bet that's hot. Yeah, yeah, that's too hot for me. I don't know how you guys live down there. Us Northmen up here, we like our cold, or at least our coolness. You know, you throw on a sweater, you're cozy, you're good. The 110 degrees stuff, man. Ugh. Even in our shop where I work, we had it goes up to 50 degrees Celsius sometimes, which is way up there, and it's really really bad. They have to give us a break every 15 minutes of work. It's not good. Or it's a 15-minute break every hour or something like that they give us. It's a cold front for South Texas. Yeah, I bet. You know what? That one you saw in the woods, that was nothing. That was nothing at all. I went. We did a little bit of camping just after that. Me and my son and my buddy Jesse, and we spent the night in hammocks. I cooked some rabbit curried stew. Had some bus up shot with it on the side of it. The black flies were horrendous in the morning. They were terrible. And then in the evening, once the black flies tend to go away when it starts getting dark, and then up comes the mosquitoes. Oh my god, it was terrible. And the ticks the whole time. The ticks have just exploded up here this year. It's really really bad. Like I'm like nervous now to go into the woods because they're everywhere. My son sat down for 20 seconds, stood up, and he had 8 of them on him. It was disgusting. Freaking hate ticks. I wish they would, because up here, animals that eat ticks, like certain birds or whatever it is, they're kind of, there's not that many of them up here. And I'm kind of hoping that they'll go ahead and release some guinea fowl like they did, up here, and they can actually create a hunting season for them as well at the same time. But release a whole bunch of pairs, let them start spreading out and eating up the ticks, because those things eat ticks all the time, or some kind of chicken or whatever, and we'll see where it goes. Because another thing that eats ticks are those what do you call them? Those marsupials that they have in the U.S. We have them up here too, but they're very rare to find. I think we're like right on the upper limit of their range. Opossums. I think they're on the upper limit of the range. Out of all the time I've ever spent in the woods, I've only seen one time, and it was at nighttime. So, I mean, it would be pretty cool to have some of those up here too, to be eating up the ticks before everything gets out of hand. Yeah, we have horse and deer flies up here too, but we haven't had that much of a bad season for them yet. They usually come later on in the season for us when it gets really really hot and starts warming up. They're buzzing around the back of your head. I have a little hack for that though, because they're always buzzing back here, landing on the back of your head. So what I do is I take some double-sided tape and I stick it to the back of my hat, and those little bastards will land, but they never take off again. So usually by the time I'm off the trails, I end up peeling off that tape, and I got 6 or 7 of them stuck there, and it works pretty good. So double-sided tape for the win. So it's my son's birthday today too, and he wants to go fishing this evening. Come back here. We're going to get carried away by mosquitoes for sure. A little bit of music as well. Say happy birthday for your son to me. Happy birthday to you, man. Hope you enjoy yourself, and get out and do some fishing and catch a big slab. You guys gonna be drowning some worms? Or what are you going for? Yeah. I guess we both have our own monsters to deal with, right? Yeah. Canada equals ticks and bugs. Florida equals Godzilla and iguanas. Yeah. Midges are the worst. Can go through netting. Yeah, I know. They're terrible. Hey, you take care of Chuck and Steel, and I'll shoot you a PM a little bit later and see if we can arrange something. Trout. Nice. Are you guys fly fishing? I used to fly fish exclusively for bass. I used to buy these little poppers and cast them out just when the season opens and they're just starting to come off their beds and they're really hungry and angry. And I used to just strip my line and pop it and just wait, pop it and just wait. And I use a 7-weight rod, my fly rod, and with a weight forward line, and I can send those poppers out really nice. And just as they're coming down, the loop turns it over and just drops it super super lightly on there. I leave it for about 10 seconds. Then I start giving it the little pops when I'm mending my line. Wow, man. The bass would just come up, they would make it explode, and they're just jumping, going crazy all over the place. But the lures of those flies don't have enough weight to them to shake them out of their mouth. So it doesn't matter. Once he's on there, he's on there. There's no losing it unless your line's breaking. And man, what a lot of fun that is. I love fly fishing. Just not many places around here I could do it without having problems. How you doing, Rick? Oh, fly fishing is a lot of fun, man. Yeah, I've done a couple of trips for trout where I actually trolled with my fly line, put a streamer on, casted it out, let the line go way out. We were just going around with a well, here we call them a chaloupe. It's basically a little rowboat and we had electric motors on them in this small deep lake. And we used to do this, just do 2 tours around, just going around everywhere. And man, it was uh, it was just crazy. We were catching nonstop with those things. I fly fish in town and tie my own. We fish salmon. Oh wow. Wow, I've never fished salmon, and I've only caught one or two trout on my fly rod. But I've done a lot of fishing for bass, and I actually almost caught a pike on it too. It was a big pike. I was in deep trouble. I had it right up in my feet, Had it right up in my feet. I was trying to grab it so I can remove the hook, and my line snapped and I lost it. So because I never got out of the water, I don't really call it a catch. It was a near catch or a near miss. But it's funny. Every now and then we'd when I go ice fishing, I always target the biggest predator fish that we have in my area, which is a muskie. And the biggest one that I caught so far was 52 inches long. It was 22 inches in girth, and the weight was somewhere around 40 pounds, somewhere around there. I have a picture of it somewhere. I'm holding the thing up, and like you can see both my elbows, so I'm not pulling any of this crap. I'm holding this up, and it's like I have its head just basically right in front of mine, and my hand is all the way down at the bottom holding that thing up, and he's huge. He's huge. In an 8-inch hole, when I pulled him out of the 8-inch hole, he barely fit coming out through the hole. Like his body squeezed in a little bit. It was a big, big fish. But in summertime, it's hard to catch those guys. In wintertime, you can catch those guys in 3 feet of water around the end of the season. Pocket fishing. I haven't done any fishing for years, unfortunately. I don't know. That might be interesting to try out the. Hold on a second. Let's pull that back up again. Bobby says, I'm thinking about trying airsoft ammo for inside target practice. Any thoughts? Yeah. I don't know what sizes of airsoft you can get, what size ammo you can get. I think I would like to try, I would definitely try some, if it was able to get any kind of like 8mm size beads, that would be fantastic. So it'd be around the same size as the elastic that I'm using, and then just really taper down, get something really, really small, or use the same taper but extend my draw length to it, and might be fun. Might be fun to try for sure. Pickerel fly fishing is fun but tricky. Line snaps are the usual thing. I want to fish muskie. My son is a stripper guy. He caught 107 stripers in one night. Wow, that's crazy. You know, I've never caught a striper. In my area, they were pretty much fished out, and they about 5 or maybe 10 years ago, they started reintroducing them. So I'm hoping we'll start seeing some stripers back in our waters again. But I still have to go a little bit east to be able to fish those. I have to be on the other side of the dam. But some of them can get really damn big. I think a 1/4 inch. I might be able to get behind a 1/4 inch and make it nice and safe to shoot inside the house. I had one of them one time. I was shooting I was shooting steel in my basement, and I somehow had chewed a hole through the back of my catch box. I didn't know, and I put 3 of them right in a row, right through the jip rock. Yeah, my wife wasn't too happy, so that was the end of the end of shooting indoors for me. There'll be no more of that. The couch is cold, my friends. Let me tell you. The light ammo like clay as well have too much drop, and I get too many flyaways to be consistent in under 10 yards or so. Yeah, you know what? I ended up going with clays for a while in my backyard when I first started out, and I was kind of annoyed by the difference in size all the time. You'd have some that were exactly like 9.5 millimeter, and then there's some of them that were bigger. Some of them were like 8 millimeter. So you were constantly changing your grip, and I found that kind of annoying. And not only that, I found some of them shot very true, and some of them you actually see them curve. It was like you're shooting knuckleballs sometimes. It was really weird. If there was any kind of issue in the shape, pardon me, if they weren't like perfectly round, or if they had little scratches in them or anything that would make them spin funny and move, they did that. So I had one time I was up on this deck, and I was shooting the my pocket thumper from Island Made Catapults, and I was shooting. I had a stick in the ground, and I had put up a metal can, and I was shooting clays at the metal can, and man, I'd be on bang, 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 like basically stacking the dirt on top of one another on the can when they were hitting, and then all of a sudden I'd have one, and you could actually see it go. I'm like, whoa, what the hell's going on? And I started having a whole bunch of them. I was getting to the end of the bag, and there was some of them that had like little scratches and chips in them, and they were different sizes. And I started shooting those, and I couldn't hit a damn thing. I'm like, what the fuck's going on? I ended up going to get some 8mm steel ammo. I started shooting, and I was right back on track again. So it had to be the issue with the clays being all different sizes that was causing me the issue. Some of them were shooting high, some of them were shooting low. I don't know if there's maybe a good quality clay maker out there where they're making really uniform pieces. Then by all means, I would definitely try those again. But the ones I was getting off of Amazon were anywhere from 11mm steel to 8mm steel, and any size in between, and not all of them were perfectly round. So, yeah. SimpleShot has plastic and rubber. Hey, Bobby, do you know what sizes they have? Oh, half inch. Half inch is a little big for me. I'm having an issue now too, inconsistent. Yeah, the best thing though, if you want to diagnose that, Stacy, is get outside, do some practicing, and set up your camera, and have a look and see if there's anything different you're doing. Like shoot 3 shots, paff, 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 go back out, check it out, check out your camera, and then go back and shoot 3 shots again, and so on until you can actually figure out what the deal is. I've had to do that a couple of times. Found a supplier on the bay that makes some 8mm clays that is pretty nice. Inexpensive too. Oh, nice. That's always good to know. Saw a video once, a guy saying that the rubber ammo from SimpleShot has a tiny nipple causing it to curve. Yeah, I can see that happening. I guess you just sand it off or snip it off with some nail clippers. Yeah, fix it up. Amazon magnetic clay are not too bad. I'll have to magnetic clay, so you can stick those to a magnet still. Ooh, I like that. Taking video of yourself is awesome to fix problems. That's what I do. Whenever I come out here and I start having issues, and my shots are just going all over the place, I bring up the camera. Actually, I videotape myself shooting often. You guys don't often see it, but I do it often. I'll come out here, for example, I'll set up the camera and I'll have like a 10-minute shooting session, and I'll video the whole thing from end to end. If I have any issues, I pause it, I check it out, see how it goes, go back and check it, and it all of a sudden sometimes you start getting tired and you just do this, and just that little bit is enough to start speed bumping your ball, and you're hopping up, and as it's pulling in, coming down, you end up shooting low, or vice versa. It's kind of interesting. But it's always best to try to shoot 3 shots. Sometimes you can have a weird shot, but if you shoot and you hit 3 in a row, all in the size of, like, say, a 30 centimeter, for me, I call that good. And if I'm like always shooting high and left or high and right, I've actually been trying to do a video on diagnosing problems to see what we can come up with. And what I was going to do is I was going to stick something to my face, little googly eye or something, so I know every single time I'm putting my thumbnail on the exact same spot over and over and over again. And then we were going to do is I was going to hold the frame like this, take a shot, and see where it lands. And I'm going to turn it off like this a little bit, and then I was going to turn it off like this a little bit, and then we're going to see what happens on a paper target, where that ball is going and why. And that might be pretty cool to see where we come up with on what kind of issues. Also, holding the frame like this and holding the frame like this, what issues are we having? Like this or like this? And it might give some people some ideas on how to get an idea of if your ammo is doing something on a regular basis, on how you can fix it if there's an issue. And it might be a fun video. We'll see. Yeah. Yep, 100%. I meant my consistency with the clay is not so much. But the clay is fun. Yeah, the clay is fun and cheap, and you can just shoot that stuff around, and you don't really have to worry about leaving steel or glass marbles or anything like that around in the woods. I don't really like it. Although the steel is going to rust and disappear anyway, it's not really that much of a big difference. But I mean, we could be shooting clays from God knows where they come from, could be causing issues for us also if it's got like some kind of bug egg or parasite in it. So I don't know. They don't stick that well, but there's a lot more dense and very spherical. And I guess they probably weigh a little bit more, those magnetic ones, so they can shoot well. I could send you some. Maybe we'll talk a little bit later. I'll see if we can make a little trade. I'll send you something, you send me something. How does that sound? How much steel ammos do I go through in a month? Uh, when you're shooting free range targets, no catch box, do you have any way to recover ammo depending on where you shoot? Well, basically, what I do is one time a year, I buy a crap ton of steel ammo. One time a year, I go on to eBay, and there's a guy. He's kind of hard to find sometimes. I don't know why. Sometimes he's there, sometimes he's not. But I poke around and I look, and as soon as I see a lot of them are coming from China, and I don't bother with any of those. Only not because they're from China, just because I just don't find that their prices are anywhere decent at all when you calculate in what they're charging for shipping. But there's this one guy, I think he's down in the U.S. It's called BC Precision or something like that. I can't remember the name of the company, but I buy usually about a 10,000 or 5 to 10,000 shots in one big thing. So I get like 2 or 3 big boxes full of shots, and I take them and I fill up my. I have this old percolator camping pot. I fill that up right to the top with ammo, and I use those to shoot at the targets in behind here, over here, and in the big barrel down there, and I recuperate almost all of that stuff. And if they stay in there and they get rusty, I just clean them up, and I take those ones and I put those into an outdoor shooting one. So an outdoor shooting bucket. So when I'm out shooting, I get rid of those guys. But in the last couple of years, or in the last year for sure anyway, I only bought a 5,000 shot thing to refill it up, and I've got plenty of shots. So a lot of the shooting I'm doing is in here, and I probably waste somewhere around 3 to 4,000 probably out in the out in the world somewhere. But with these catch boxes that I've built, this one and that one over there, and the ones that I bought from Sniper Sling, and the last one that I bought from AliExpress, they seem to be holding on pretty well, and I'm recuperating a lot of my ammo, which is not costing me all that much money. And that Steers Wild Slings catch bag also saves me a lot, because I do a lot of target practicing while I'm out there. I do all my warming up and all that stuff into that catch bag, and I'm not losing any of that ammo. I do for the videos when I'm out shooting against those things. I do some of those shots that the shot just disappears into the woods somewhere. But the good thing is that I do those shots for the video, and that's pretty much it. And all the warming up and the other shooting I do for the other one. So I'm not really losing that many while I'm out there. It's a different story if I'm out just shooting for me. Yes, there's going to be a lot more that goes out there. But for the videos, when I'm out there trying to shoot the videos, I just go out there, I warm up in the catch bag, then I switch to the other targets, like shooting the chalk or the clay, or the not the clay, but the spinners and the lighters, and I have these. It's like a small little turkey metal plate and a few other sizes. This turkey, a pig, a goat, and a pig, I think. I can't remember. There's 5 of them anyway. I shoot all those guys, and whatever hits there is just lost. It sucks, but I do carry that little magnet necklace. So if there's anything on the floor, I could just hover the necklace over the ground, and the stuff will pop back up. I will pick up a couple. I find clay isn't too consistent. Still enjoy it. Yeah, me too. Actually, Luke, I want to send you some 1/4 inch steel anyway. I know I promised you that a while back anyway. So I'll get you some of those 1/4 inch down there. Thanks. Steel is pretty spendy now. I shoot a lot of clays lately. Yeah, the steel is pretty pricey, but if you're able to get yourself a good catch bag that you can put in the backpack and bring it out with you, that's the best thing to do. Really, you can't go wrong. The Steel's Wild Slings catch bag, I absolutely love it. It fits into a 40 liter backpack. I can bring it anywhere I need to go. I can set it up really easy and quick, and it saves all my ammo. I don't lose anything. So that thing is like I don't know. It's like Cookie Monster for steel ammo. So like everything goes in, doesn't come out. Yeah, me too. Cutting cans is fun. Basically, what I do is we drink a lot of those bubbly drinks. You know, the bubbly, and they've got a few other kinds like Aha, and anyway, I save all those, and then on a decent night when I'm bored or whatever it is, I come out here and I do my recycling, and I'll just sit out here, enjoy myself, drink a beer, and cut cans for hours. It's a blast. I did a recycling live one time where I just chatted with people cutting cans the whole time. Sounds good. Stupid autocorrect. Have a great day, everyone. Going to get ready. Get carried away by the bugs. Good luck, bro. Have a good time, and tell your son happy birthday for me. Glass marbles are awesome too, but really expensive. They're really expensive, and also you have to worry about ricochets with those things. I've tried some glass marbles and tested them out, and I had one where I shot, I missed, I hit a rock, and I heard it go tick, 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 thud into the ground. It bounced off and ricocheted off of like 5 different trees after hitting the rock, and I don't know. That's kind of sketchy. I've never experienced anything like that with steel ammo, unless I'm hitting metal flippers. Yeah, I ended up buying some 1/4 inch because the 1/4 inch ammo because it was quite a bit cheaper than the 8 mil steel. I mean, they're really close to the size, but it was like half the price for I think I got 2 boxes of 2000. Anyway, I was shooting those around for a little while, but I just couldn't get the accuracy I needed. But it's possible too that I was overpowering them. I should probably give it another try and see. But the holding them in my fingers, they're just so tiny. It feels really weird. The 8 mil steel is really nice, but the 1/4 inch is really small. Customers were abundant in Dollar Tree, or hardly ever. Yeah, well, that's where I used to buy them in the beginning. We used to go by there, go by the dollar store, and you get like a bag of like 25 or 50 of them. You just buy 2 or 3 bags of them and go out and shoot some cans with them, and they're a lot of fun. But the ricochets I was having with those things were crazy. Yeah, hopefully before everybody gets here tomorrow, I'll be able to get out and shoot a video if I can get my hand working properly. Maybe I'll just do a some kind of band video or something, maybe a tutorial of something. I don't know yet, but if I can get this hand just relaxed enough where I can actually hold something without it jamming up on me a little bit, we'll be able to get some shooting done. The that frame that I got from my buddy Mike Gideon. I'm hoping I can get that thing banded back up again. I shot it until the elastic broke. I don't know, that little necklace I have with all the ammo on it I got from Sniper Sling. I had that thing set up full of shots on both sides. So I was probably close to 100 shots, at least 75 for sure. And I filled that thing up 5 times before I ended up having to change my bands. So I had quite a few shots. I know when I put 50, it covers one side. So I'm thinking it was in between 75 and 100. So I got at least 400 or 500 shots out of those Gong Chi bands that I had on there. And man, I love that elastic. That's some great elastic. That and that .55 from South Wales Cattys. It's really hard to beat. No, I never did the Esquala either. I saw it though, and it looks so awesome. I can't remember if you had a video on the Esquala. Thinking about pulling the trigger. I have 4 frames from them. Love them. Sniper Sling stuff. Yeah. I can't say enough about Sniper Sling. I've got the S Ace. I've got the S Starship. I've got the S Universe. I've got the S Punisher. I've got the S Robin. I got the S Enlivener. Got the S Lizard. I'm missing one. Oh, and the S Vortex. Is that it? That might be it. Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah. Anyway, all of them. The quality, off the hook. Great stuff. And there's a few others I've seen him come out with recently, man. The guy's gonna get me divorced. I'm telling you. If I buy another slingshot soon, my wife's gonna let me on fire. I gotta pace him out, stash them all over the house. Hashtag don't tell my wife, okay? Have a great rest of the day and a great weekend, everyone. Love you guys. Please remember to show us your homemade slingshots next live. You got it, bro. I'll do it. You take care, Bobby, and fill up that freezer full of those iguanas. Yes, Galaxy is awesome. Yeah, this which one's the Galaxy? I had the Universe, S Universe. Can't remember. One of them was actually recalled though because the resin that was they was making it out of were having some failures. Yeah, I'll have to. Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. That was it might have been the S Galaxy I had originally, not the S Universe. I can't remember now, but the one that I had actually got it was like a resin with carbon fiber, but the whole thing was like that. And when they did the recall on that one, where they basically warned people not to shoot it anymore, they came out with the S Ace, but it has like in the handle, it's got like an insert with that same kind of stuff. But the original one, it was the whole frame that was like that. It was pretty cool with all the little flakes and the pieces of carbon inside there, and it kind of brightens up when you're moving it around in the sun. It's awesome. Hey, take care, Simon. Thanks for stopping in, bro. Always good to hear from you, my friend. Yeah, so it should be pretty fun. I also have the I guess what haven't you seen yet? I have the Axiom um the Axiom flip, maybe? I don't know. You're back. How you doing, bro? Caddy Hunter's back. Yeah, so we'll definitely do some shooting with all these guys and see how they all turn out. Maybe tomorrow I'll just do a quick little a band vid. See if we can get that up, get the channel rolling again, have a little fun. There was a while where I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure if how the lives were doing, how everything was working. Late again. Good day, folks. How you doing, Mr. Fort Shooter? We were just chatting about you a little bit earlier about your frames, and I'm gonna have to hit you up pretty soon for one of those bumblebees. I've got a video planned that I want to do. I want to get one of yours in, and I've got a couple I got from Lone Star Catapults that I want to show off too. I'm still shooting that natty that he made me. It was a lot of fun, but I got another video I have planned. I got to get one of those bumblebees, so I'll be sending you a message pretty soon. See if we can get that going. Yeah, there's so many good frames that are out there now, and really all it takes is just picking one up, taking a little bit of a practice, and enjoying yourself. You know, there was a point where my focus was all about. Ooh, sorry, guys. There was a point where I had my focus was all about just becoming a super sniper and all that stuff, but and my practicing was geared towards just um, getting better all the time, and it got a little bit boring. I stopped shooting at cans, and I was always shooting paper and trying to dial it in and all that stuff. And finally, I was like, okay, enough of this. I got to start having fun again. And part of the fun is like, blowing things up like eggs, taking fun shots, trying some trick shots, trying all kinds of things. I've got a few ideas that I want to do and see if we can get it, but there's nothing like just getting out and having some fun and plinking. And regardless of what it is, like sometimes when I go for a walk in the woods, I'm just out walking, trying to clear my head, but I bring a sling with me and just go mushroom hunting. See a little mushroom poking out of the ground and try to take them out. Boom, blow them up. That's it. Move on to the next one. See if there's anything fun you can find. And always when you're out in the woods, there's always something you can shoot and have fun with, and you really can't go wrong. It's just a blast. And got to remember that, yeah, as fun as this is, it can't always be about the work and getting better. You just got to get out there and have some fun, recycle some cans, try some trick shots, hit some things that pop. I mean, it makes it fun. Ooh. Man, this cold weather is putting me to sleep. Yeah, the little guy's passed out under here. Have a look at this, see if I can not wake him up. Yeah, he's just chilling there, passed out, having a good old time. Back here. I don't know. 3-inch shoot and sees on FedEx overnight cardboard box. Ah, man. For real. Make pretty good racket. Yeah, they do, eh? They do. Yeah, I was doing some shooting recently with some of these targets that I had made with the little stickers on them. And I was actually planning on going down to my archery range today and do some shooting with my bow, and I was going to bring a slingshot with me and try out some long distance shots, shooting cans and whatnot from our range goes all the way to 55 meters. So I was gonna take you guys through a tour, shooting at the targets from a distance. I still got a sight in my bow a little bit. From a longer distance, but I was going to set up some cans and have some fun with the slingshots to see how we do. Ooh. But it didn't work out. The wrist just not doing it. I figured with my release, if it just held on to my wrist and I pulled it back, I could be able just to hit the trigger button. It wouldn't be an issue. It'd be all pulling here, but I tried getting it on there. Just having a little bit of tugging on the wrist is not good. So I'll have to save that video for another day. But it'll be fun to get out to that spot, do some shooting there with the slingshot. It'll be a lot of fun. We'll be able to get some good vids and lots of distance. They also have like a fake tree stand out there. You can basically climb up these stairs and they'll land you onto a platform so you can practice shooting high and low. I'm going to use my slingshot out there too. It's a good spot to do some other things that you wouldn't normally do. You know what I mean? I remember there was a kid, we used to have these things called snap caps. They were like these, it was like a little pouch kind of paper twisted up with these funny little rocks on them. You check them on the ground, they make a little snap noise. I want to get a couple of those. I want to see if I can find them online. And I'm going to try shooting those up because they're a tiny little target. So I can just put like a little straw or something into the ground and stick those guys point down and they'll stick up through the thing and see if I can just take the tops off of them. Those will be tough shots to do, and it'll give us a nice satisfying pop when we hit them. I just got to see if I can find a place where I can buy them still. Poppets. Yeah, buddy. Those things are so much fun. I got to see if I can get my hands on some of those. Those are a blast. And I think they would be great to shoot with, too. We could probably put a whole bunch of them onto a piece of cardboard and spray paint them bright yellow or something so you could see them anywhere. And then just lay waste on them with the slingshot. They make great little targets. Oh, that's true, eh? I know we have a fireworks store that's just off the island of Montreal. We're not allowed to have them on the island, but I don't live on the island, so that's good. But there's a spot that's around here somewhere I can go and check and see if I can get my hands on some of those. They may have them. Might be fun to test those out, get some shooting done with those. Definitely some good targets to shoot because they're really tiny. They're challenging, and the results are going to be great. Nice little pop at the end to for the to be satisfying. Be good. So how many of you guys out there have tried the South Wales Cattys elastic? Any of you guys give them a shot yet? I'm a huge fan of the .55. They shoot fantastic. A lot of fun to shoot. And I like the way they're doing their frames too. Having these poly frames with actual clips on them is going to be really nice. They'll lock down pretty good. They got nice little metal clips on there, so you actually feel a little bit of extra weight on that end. They got them screwed in with a nice piece of brass on the back end. These are going to shoot real well. Ooh. Well, my friends, I think I'm going to wrap this one up. Bring the little guy in. He's going to have to go for a walk anyway. So I'll catch you guys again soon. We'll be back with another video. Hopefully we'll definitely do another live, and then we'll do a if I'm up for it tomorrow, I'll see if I can get a video shot in the morning. I have a couple of ideas that I want to get sent over to you guys and see if we can get her done. But that's going to be it for me for today. Thanks a lot for watching. You guys stay safe, get on practice, be good to each other. See you again soon. Love you guys. Freaking awesome. Bye for now. See you again soon.